breaking news. Senator Natasha Okpoti-Uduaghan, the senator representing Kogi Central, has made a shocking revelation. In fact, she shared a troubling account of her being sexually harassed by a powerful man when she sought his assistance instead of providing help. He made it clear that he expected sexual favors, which left her shocked and uncomfortable. And guys, this seems to be very, very common with women politicians, especially in Nigeria. And despite the odds to overcome these circumstances, some persons feels that most Nigerian politicians are expected to do one thing or the other to be successful, most especially the female politicians. It was said that she sorted some kind of assistance from these powerful politicians, and he made it very clear that he needed something from her in return. Natasha stated that such behavior is unacceptable regardless of an individual position, and that no one should face this kind of treatment when looking for support. That her willingness to speak out has been widely commended, shining a light on incidents that often go unreported. Senator Natasha Uduaghan called for heightened awareness and action against sexual harassment, advocating for a safe space for women and encouraging others to voice out their experience, where she highlighted the need for respect and dignity for all, urging the implementation of more educational and awareness initiative to tackle the underlying cause of harassment. Guys, this is interesting. So a Nigerian senator like Senator Natasha Okpoti, went through this, how will I call it, harassment. In her own face, she noted that she sought help from him, but he had other ideas, and he made it clear that he expected some favors in return for his support. And according to her, no one should have to endure this kind of treatment, especially when seeking for help. That Nigerians must work together to create a society where everyone is treated with dignity and respect, and we should not have to compromise our dignity for help or opportunities. And this seems to be very, very common, in Nigeria, even in Africa, most especially in Nigeria. This seems to be very, very common, which has in a way limited women's participation in political affairs. They've been calls that more women should participate in political affairs, but due to these obstacles, some women may shy out of this journey, because at some point their political journey may be cut short if they don't agree to the terms and conditions of some certain powerful politicians, and at the end of the day they tend to lose out. Although the men are not left alone, some persons who are trying to, start their political career may be forced to do one or two things just to gain favors from some powerful men, from some powerful politicians, do some favors, and at the end of the day, they end up losing their dignity. They end up losing their self-respect just to get what they want. So some persons running for public offices, either run to some powerful persons for assistance in one area or the other. But for Senator Natasha Uduaghan to come out and share her own experience, it takes a lot of courage for such a person like Senator Natasha to come out and voice out her experience. This shows the ills going on in our society. And there are so many persons that have had this experience in one way or the other. Just that some persons tend not to summon this courage to voice out their experience. That's why Senator Natasha Poti is calling for an action against sexual harassment, advocating for safe spaces for women, and encouraging other persons who have also had such experience to voice out their experience, urging the implementation of more educational awareness and initiatives to tackle the causes of harassment in Nigeria. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? Although she did not mention the name of this powerful politician, so many Nigerians are eager to know who is this person that Senator Natasha Poti is referring to. Who might this politician be? And what favors was she seeking from him in the first place? So many things are going on in the country, but then only few people tend to voice out and speak about the ills going on in our society. And sometimes the women tends to be the victim. So let's take reactions from Nigerians. A society where no man is oppressed and so will be so peaceful, Nigeria will be blessed. But he didn't force you. You went for help. He requested something in return to help you. You refused and it ended there. If he had forced you, that is where it becomes an offense. Life is all about give and take, and at some point, okay, this is a person's reaction. The next person said, this is how deep the system has rotten, even in our different places of worship. Well, we have to forget about all this unnecessary story. Who is this person? Did you say yes or no? Tell us. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. A lot of people are, expressing their reactions to what Senator Natasha Poti have said. And the thing is, I believe our society can do better. These things occur in our society, in school, in churches, in organizations, business places, offices, name it. These things go on in our society where one tends to ask for favors in return, in return of offering assistance to another person. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.